So see how you can start your storyboard. When you create a single view app, you wind up with a single view controller. If you click on the library icon, you can scroll down until you find the page view controller, which is right here. And then you drag that out onto the storyboard. And then you need to drag the initial view arrow to point at the page view controller. And we can create 2 more view controllers and add them to the storyboard. Like that. And then add another one. And we can lower the magnification. And now let's click on the middle. And then click on the background property and choose custom. And now we can choose a custom color like that. Let's click on this. Make sure the attributes inspector icon is selected. Click on the background pop-up menu, choose custom, and we can choose another color for that view controller. Click on this one, choose the background color, custom, and now we have 3 distinct colors. And what we need to do now is choose File, New, File, and we're going to choose iOS Cocoa Touch class. And first, let's choose a UI page view controller and call this page view controller. Click on Next and click on Create. And that creates a page view controller. And notice it is a UI page view controller. So now in the main.storyboard, we can click on the icon, the page view controller icon here. Click on the identity inspector right here. Click on the class pop-up menu. And there is our page view controller that we just created. And now we've linked it to our file. And you can click again to make sure it's linked. This view controller, because it was the first view controller, is already linked to the viewcontroller.swift file. But these 2 are not linked to anything. So let's go ahead and create 2 Swift files for those view controllers. So File, New, File. Make sure it's iOS Cocoa Touch class. Click Next. And this time we want just a UI view controller. Let's call this one second view controller. Click on Next and create. Let's create a 3rd file. Make sure it's Cocoa Touch class. Next. Name this one 3rd view controller. Make sure it is a UI view controller subclass. Click Next. Click Create. And you can see we have a second view controller.swift file, which is a UI view controller, and a 3rd view controller.swift file, which is also a UI view controller. So now we can go back to our main.storyboard file, click on the view controller icon at the top, click on the identity inspector icon, and click on the class pop-up menu. And we are looking for a second view controller. And we do this for the 3rd one. Click on Identity Inspector, click on Class, and we want 3rd view controller. Now we also want to give each of these view controllers a unique storyboard ID. So you click on the view controller icon, click on the Identity Inspector, and let's just call this one Page 01 and hit Return. So click on this one, click on the icon at the top, Identity Inspector icon, type Page 02 and hit Return. Click on the 3rd view controller icon at the top, the Identity Inspector, the Storyboard ID, Page 03, and hit return. And we can also add in a text field, which we'll work with later, but we might as well do that now. And just add a text field to each view controller. And expand the width of this text field. And that is your completed storyboard.